Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's Learning to Trust session. And so I want you just to bring yourself into today's session. So just setting all other things aside, just find yourself in a relaxed position, and I invite you just to close your eyes. So this is obviously not something you're going to do while you're driving. I invite you just to find yourself in a comfortable, relaxing position. Close your eyes. Just take a few nice, deep breaths just to ground yourself and just get yourself straight and into today's session. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. Take another deep breath in and breathe out. And as you do, just find yourself slowing right down, slowing your mind down, slowing your body down. Your breath is slowing down. Everything is slowing down. We're going to be here for the next 20-25 minutes, so just make sure all external distractions are turned off and you're able just to stay focused and listen to my voice as we do this guided meditation, learning to trust. Deep breath in and release. And so follow the path of your breath. Just notice your breath going in and breathe out. Just notice the breath, how it comes in cool and it goes in and you release it and it's nice and warm. Just notice your breath. And now let's progress into this meditation, and we're going to start by using the words what if. What if? What if I was learning to trust? What if I was learning to trust myself, learning to trust the universe? What if I was learning to trust the people around me, family, friends, my work colleagues? What if I was learning to trust? What if I was learning to trust that all will be well, and in fact all is well? What if I was learning to trust that I could handle it, trust that I can do this? What if I learned to trust that others can do it? What if I was learning to trust the universe has my back? What if I was learning to trust myself, trust my instinct, learning to trust my intuition, learning to trust my gut feelings? What if I was learning to trust myself? What if I was learning just to trust in flow, being in presence, What if I was learning to trust that I can find the right words at the right time? What if I was learning to trust that I can take the right action, do the right things? What if I was learning to trust that I can find my way? What if I was learning to trust in my knowing? What if I was learning to trust that, hey, I've got this. I've really got this. I've already had it. I've got this. What if I was learning to trust that whatever I feel I lack or don't have, what if I was willing to trust that I already have it? I have the experience, the wisdom, the resources. What if I was learning to trust that I'm good enough? What if I was learning to trust that I am enough? I'm worthy, I'm valuable. What if I was willing to trust that? What if I was willing to trust that I'm allowed? I give myself permission and I'm allowed. What if I was willing to trust? What if I was learning to let go and trust? What if I was learning to trust more in myself and my instincts, what I know, really know, intuitively? What if I was willing to trust my gut? And I am beginning to trust. I'm beginning to explore into trust, what it might look like, what trust might feel like. I'm beginning to explore what I might say or what I might do when I'm trusting, when I trust myself, and when I trust in the universe, when I trust in the people around me. I'm exploring into this thing called trust. Considering it, contemplating it, I'm feeling into what trust feels like. Trust feels like, you know what? Trust feels like a new thought. Trust feels like a new possibility. Yeah, trust feels like a new possibility. Trust feels like I've put my trust in old possibilities, but now I'm putting my trust in new possibilities, and I can see it and feel it and smell new possibilities. What if I could trust in those? It feels like interest. It feels like curiosity. What would that look like? What would that feel like? What would I do? How would I live? How would I act? Feeling like that. What would my expectations be? I'm exploring into trust. Trust. And trust feels like this is something that could really be beneficial. Trusting. It feels like something that could be really valuable. Valuable for me to learn and expand my feelings about, valuable for me to explore. The feeling of trust, value for me to be able to sink into it, feel it and own it. You know what? I am already beginning to trust. I'm beginning to trust. I'm beginning to trust myself. I'm beginning to trust my gut. I'm beginning to trust my instinct, trust in my heart, and I'm trusting that I can do this. I trust that I have all that I need. I trust that I know, and I know that I know. And this knowing feels like relying on myself more. Using my own resources more. It feels like confidence in connecting with myself more and more. It feels like becoming my own counsel, my own guidance. It feels like certainty. And I'm beginning to trust more in myself. And it feels like I have so much. I've got a lot of experience, I've got a lot of resources, I've got a lot of knowledge, I've got a lot of grace, a lot of compassion. It feels like I have so much to draw on within myself. It feels like I'm a rich reservoir of thoughts, ideas, solutions, creations, possibilities. I am beginning to trust. I'm beginning to trust in myself, in my gut, in my intuition. And it feels like that I'm becoming more aware of myself, more aware of myself in the present moment, becoming more aware of who I am, my strengths, what I'm capable of, my skills, my experience. It feels like standing straighter and taller, standing in my power. It feels like more and more I'm standing in my power. It feels like more and more I'm having pride in myself. It feels like knowing myself more and having more self-respect and regard. Yeah, respect for myself. I'm beginning to trust in myself. Oh, and it feels like certainty. It feels like I am strong and I'm a capable person. It feels like I've got this. It feels like I've got so many rich resources I can draw on. It feels like I'm worthy. It feels like I'm valuable. It feels like I am more than enough. More than enough. It feels like I have so much to offer. I have so much wealth. I have so much knowledge. It feels like I'm starting to tap into my greatness. I have a wealth of experience, a wealth of know-how. I am beginning to trust in myself. And it feels like I can do it. I can do this. I can do this. I can. It feels like I'm strong. It feels like I'm capable. It feels like I'm powerful. I have so many abilities and skills. It feels like trust. It feels like I'm trusting more and more in myself. I'm trusting in myself that, hey, I've got this. I've really got this. And it feels like strength. And it feels like self-respect. and valuing myself, and it feels like appreciating myself. It feels like loving myself. It feels like I'm connected to my full self, my greatest self, my ideal self. It feels like I have so many gifts to offer, so many qualities to give. You know what? Trust feels like I'm proud of myself. Feels like I'm proud of myself, of who I am and who I'm becoming and the journey that I've been on and all that I've experienced and all that I've worked through. And it feels like all that I've come to know and love and appreciate. It feels like just a calm sense of trust. Calmly trusting in myself, and it just feels like I know. It feels like knowing myself. Knowing that I will find the answer. I will always find the solution. I always have. It feels like I know. It feels like I'm sure, I'm certain. There's a sense of resolution, a sense of trust. A sense of trust in myself. And it feels like trusting that all is well. At the end of the day, all is well. It feels like trusting that I'm in the right place, and this is the right time, and everything is just as it should be, and I have confidence in that. And it feels like, hey, this is what I came for. This is what I came for, this experience, this growth, this learning. This is what I showed up here for. It feels like that. It feels like compassion for everything I've been through. And I'm trusting in myself. And I have faith and I have trust in myself. It feels like a strong sense of faith and centering. I feel surrendered. I feel connected. I feel centered to the earth, to everything around me. It feels like I'm part of the whole, part of the all. And I have faith and I trust in myself. And in fact, it feels like, you know what, I'm a valuable participant and a valued participant. I'm welcome. It feels like I'm loved. It feels like there's a place for me. It feels like I can contribute. There's a strong, open place for me, and it feels like I'm loved. It feels like I'm truly, truly loved. I am loved. It feels like love. It feels like love. Take a deep breath in and just breathe into all of that. Breathe into yourself. And just take a moment and just be present with yourself. And just focus on your heart and feel your heart expand through all of this. Feel the sense of certainty into your heart and just breathe in gently into your heart and put a big smile, a big jolly, juicy smile on your face. And just feel that joy emanating through your heart. Smiling. Your heart is smiling. You're smiling. And just allow your sense of self to expand and to grow, and allow your sense of trust to expand and grow within yourself. Just feel it emanating, expressing through yourself. And allow this trust to become part of who you are. A person who trusts themselves. A person who trusts their inner knowing. You trust your inner knowing. You trust your inner knowledge, your inner guidance. You trust in you. Allow yourself to become more connected to yourself, to your heart, to your gut, to the essence of who you are. Allow yourself to really feel into the essence that is you. Uniquely you. Just allow yourself. Allow yourself to expand into that. Now take another deep breath. And allow yourself to love. Just to love on yourself. Love you. Give yourself a hug. Smile. Love yourself. Touch your face. Gently stroke your face. Love yourself. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out. Wishing you a wonderful day of self-love, self-trust. Thank you. Namaste.